I'm out in Apple Hill. I'm here with my family. I have a friend that lives out here. We're on her property. She has donkeys. She has chickens. My kids love it. They're getting to play around. We're going to have a little lunch here shortly. But I wanted to take a moment because it's beautiful. And it's cold, but it's beautiful. To share some messages that come out of my book, Shatter the Sky, What Going to the Stratosphere Taught Me About Self-Worth, Sacrifice, and Discipline. And today is based off conversations that I've had with many people on Instagram. So follow me at DragonLady788. A lot of people are moving on from their current jobs to other jobs. And their morale is just done. And they're like, I'm fed up, I'm moving on. And if you're a supervisor, a manager, or an owner, and you're seeing this happen, maybe it's not them, maybe it's you. So let's talk about it. The biggest reason I hear a lot of my friends quitting a job, going to somewhere else, talk to one friend that works in the trades. She said this: I'm overworked, I'm underpaid, I'm unheard, I'm dismissed, and at times I am gaslighted. Being unheard. There's nothing worse than someone being unheard or dismissed in the workplace. They have a great idea. They go to the boss. I have this idea. Yeah, I'm busy. I got some. We'll talk about it later. Then you never follow up. Hey, I like to do something to help productivity. Yeah, but this is how we do it. We're going to do it. And you don't explain it. And you say, go do what you're told to do. You don't get paid to think. Ever heard that? And then they walk away. I will tell you that's how you're going to lose people. Especially in this day and age. Minimum wage is going up, at least in California. People are tired. People are quiet quitting. People are doing all these things. People are exhausted and fatigued. And I will tell you, it can go on all levels. Even for me, as a retired colonel. When I was in 05, quick story. I was told on a Friday I was moving to another job on Monday with no explanation given from my previous boss. I went to that new job. My new boss didn't come speak to me. His boss didn't come speak to me. Do you know how I felt? I felt like they were putting me in the corner because I did something wrong. And there was no one I could talk to. I was in 05 at the time. I was a lieutenant colonel, up for promotion for colonel. No one said anything to me. So I felt like I was fired from my job. I felt like I was dismissed from my job. I called up a friend of mine, a mentor. He said, don't have an attitude. Don't take it personal. Just keep it even keel, do your work. And that's what I did. And for those who feel this way, no emotion, just do your job while you figure it out. But I will tell you, deep inside, I felt dismissed. I felt like I was fired. I felt like no one wanted to talk to me. I didn't know why. I couldn't talk to anyone. I had no outlet. So obviously, later on, when a month later, I had non-vol orders, which is non-volunteer orders for 365 to Afghanistan. And I had either 3 days to accept it or put in my resignation. I put in my resignation. Because I thought at that point the Air Force didn't want me anymore. And then when I told my new boss when he came back, because he was doing some work overseas, he was shocked and he was angry that he had no idea. He had no idea. If you're a leader, a supervisor, a boss, you need to be in tune with what's going on with your people. And it can happen at any time, and you may drop the ball. And it happens. We're human. We're fallible. He didn't know. He just didn't know. But his second in charge didn't tell him. That's a story for another day. But I will tell you, in that moment when I was moved, I just felt undervalued. So there was no reason for me to stay in the military. Luckily, the story didn't end there. I ended up getting promoted to colonel. I ended up staying in. But I will tell you, that feeling that I had, not that I carried that in my job in any leadership position, but I made it a point from then on that the people under my command would know, they would understand. I would take the effort and time to tell them, because there's nothing worse than feeling dismissed, whether it's intentional or unintentional. And as supervisors and leaders, take that extra moment to talk to someone, to speak to someone. I know it takes a lot of time, but that's what we get paid to do. Don't make your people feel dismissed. Make them feel valued, because if they don't, they're walking. They're walking. And the people that I speak to, these are not young people. These are older people with experience and knowledge and leadership qualities that are straight up leaving. Let's get it together, folks. I know you can do it. What are some strategies? Get up from your desk, walk around the office, talk to people, get to know them just a little bit. A 5-minute conversation can mean all the difference between someone working that extra 15 minutes for you or going home at the end of the day because they're tired of your nonsense or they don't feel valued. Take 5 minutes. Usually that's all it takes. Thank you so much for listening to me today. If you like this, check out Tengesdal.com. Check out the Motivational Lab. Like and subscribe on my channel. Yes.